You won't stand a chance.
I didn't unmute the mic. Hello. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day today. Welcome into another morning live stream. Reason we're doing a morning one today instead of the normal nighttime Sunday night live streams is because it's Mother's Day, and so we're unavailable tonight because of that. So I figured I still wanted to talk about some of the stuff going on with HHN live with you guys, but we'll do it in the morning instead of at night today. How's everyone doing on this Sunday morning? I know it's pretty early. It's pretty early. Even though it's pretty early, still drinking a Coke. Still drinking a Coke. So, there's a lot going on with HHN right now. A lot going on with HHN. So we're going to talk about that today, because we haven't gotten much from HHN in a little bit, as far as like stuff coming for this year. I always love doing these morning live streams and comparing them to the nighttime ones, because you can hear my morning voice in these ones. My voice, I barely talked, so it's like my voice is like just waking up, so it's not like the YouTube voice, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty funny. Good morning, Adelidia. Welcome in, Allison Chains. Very early. Hopefully I'm not interrupting your morning plans, if you had any. You know, it's Mother's Day. You know, some of you might have some plans today, so today's stream won't be super long. We're just gonna go into the couple teasers that HHN dropped past couple days, and talk about what we think about them, if there is codes in them, or if they're just a bunch of gibberish, and then of course what it can mean for potential announcements. Another thing, when I do these, the whole reason I call them news and updates, if you guys look at the title, is because I treat it kind of like a news show in the mornings, kind of like the Today Show or something like that. That's why it's never like a different name. It's just news and updates for these. You sound like how I do after opening weekend is the HHN voice. Well, then it's perfect for the occasion. That is something. Yeah, whenever I wake up, my voice just it becomes like 10 octaves deeper. I don't know why. Amber's in the chat. Hello, Amber. But yeah, so there's 2 teasers that HHN did drop. One's more of like a photo or a static photo with some fog on some of the video portions of it. And then another one is the actual video. Now, we did talk about the code in the last video we dropped a couple days ago. Trying to decode it a little bit. You know, originally I wasn't going to put that video out because I felt like, But then I got a couple messages whenever that whole little teaser or whatever it was, the first one, dropped about, hey, you need to decode this. I was like, okay, sure, why not? So then, yeah, we made the video. Because me and Amber, we do like decoding all the Horror Night stuff, like even the static live streams that used to happen during, what was that, HHN 30, when they were doing the static live streams leading up to Jack coming back. Me and Amber liked decoding that kind of stuff, even though I was trying to find like faces in the static. And then with last year's little static stuff we had and that podcaster thing, we like decoding that as well. So I wanted to do it as well on the channel. We've done it before with last year, but this year we haven't done it. Amber says she's in the chat, but will be in the stream in like 10 minutes. She's just not good at early mornings. That is true. She was very tired this morning, so I didn't make her come in here. Never second guess putting a video out. Oh, Chris. Hello, Chris, by the way. Guys, I'm going to say this every time Chris is in the chat, but even more so because I have some stuff to talk about in a minute. But Chris, great content creator, even a better friend. Go check out his content, but never second guess putting a video out. I do that all the time. Especially when I try to venture out from just doing HHN content. Like, for example, whenever all that summer stuff dropped for Universal, I actually made a video. And I never put it out because I didn't like it. But anyway, talking about Chris, I don't know if you guys seen in the community tab or if, you follow me on Instagram or whatever. I put out the promo photo for the creator video that's coming out in about 9 days, called This Is What HHN Means to Us, and Chris is a part of that, so that's what made me think of that. But yeah, so that is coming. Finally released what the creator, I know I mentioned it, it wasn't a morning live stream, it was like a evening Thursday live stream. I talked about how there was a video coming that was very similar to the deep dive last year. This is the video. It's a very emotional video. It's different. I feel like the deep dive was more of an informative kind of thing. This one is more of an emotional, this is why we cover this event, this is why this means so much to us. That's what this video is. I won't say anything else. Like, I won't give you exactly what's in the video, of course. You gotta wait till like 21st for that. But yes, so that is coming. There's also a few content creators on that as well. We brought back Wash TV, who was in the deep dive previously last year. Because again, these are all good friends of mine. When I did the deep dive, I just watched these creators. Now I had the chance to actually meet them and constantly talk to them. And now they've become friends, so it's cool to put them in another video. So yes, we brought Losh back for this one. Obviously, we have Chris in there. We have Dreamport. I'm sure a lot of you guys watch Dreamport. Dreamport is in there. Obviously, Amber and me, of course. Then we have the Wicked Thrill Seekers. If you guys don't know who the Wicked Thrill Seekers are, I recommend going and checking out their channel. They're more of a newer creator to the HHN and Universal theme park, whatever it might be, space on YouTube. But I love their content. It is so professional and, I don't know, it's top tier. So I believe they deserve a lot of love. So go and check out their content as well. So yeah, and I love supporting newer ones because last year I was the new one, I was the new one. It was my first time covering HHN on YouTube. So I definitely wanted to bring that kind of face back into it. And that is with the Wicked Thrill Seekers. So that is going to be the video, all these creators talking about this kind of stuff, and it's going to be a more emotional kind of thing. Especially if you really resonate with HHN, if it merely means a lot to you, this is the video for you. So yeah, that's coming on the 21st. If you guys did not see the promo photo that I posted. Anyways, getting my brain together here this early in the morning. We're going to look at some Horror Night stuff. Because they dropped two teasers, over 2 days. I believe it was what? Thursday, Friday? Yeah, Thursday and Friday they dropped one each. I know some people were thinking an announcement was coming this week. And honestly, I was like, maybe, because I was predicting May was the next announcement. But that wasn't the case. Announcement didn't drop this week, but they did drop a teaser on Thursday, and then a teaser on Friday. So I want to look at those with you guys, because I haven't had a chance to talk with the Fiends about it yet. I've seen your guys' comments and stuff, and a lot of your guys' decoding and guessing and speculating are really good, and it's stuff I didn't think about. But, ooh, we got some more chatting here. Let me see who's chatting in here. Brian, welcome in. Ghostbusters or bust. Yeah. Could be a Ghostbusters announcement coming, maybe. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if it's a house announcement though. I honestly don't know. But we'll see. Adam, welcome in, buddy. Chris is thinking June for the announcement. I'm right there with you. Only way I would see them announcing anything sooner would be just to follow along these teasers, to keep teasers, I guess, fresh in your mind. That's the only way I would think an announcement would be coming sooner than June. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. June might be it. Which, I mean, it gives them 2 months roughly to announce everything. So, it looks like a big drop is coming for that. A bunch of one video just dropping everything. Anyways, so I want to look at the teaser, or one of the teasers first, and talk about that. So let me actually get that pulled up real quick. My brain's still trying to function on how to use my own streaming setup real quick. Hold on. Where is my... There it is. Okay. The first teaser was this on Thursday. This is one we covered in the video. Obviously, it's a door. I feel like this HHN is a year of doors. We're constantly talking about doors, I feel like. But we have a door, and we have a little sentence that becomes keyboard smashing. Now, is there a code in the keyboard smashing? That's what we tried to decipher inside of that last video. So the sentence is, they don't want you to know there's something underneath with a bunch of gibberish after it. Now, from what we quote-unquote decoded inside the video, if this is a code in the first place, could mean that there is a villain for HHN 33 underneath something, but it's Universal, of course, underneath Universal, or there is evil underneath Universal for HHN 33. That's what we decoded. I know there's been a few different decodes of what it could be. I don't know. It might be those as well. Or it might not be any code at all. Right? It could be nothing. Because following... excuse me. My morning voice is starting to go away, so my normal voice is starting to come out. So anyways, as we know with HHN, a lot of what they do is a lot of cryptic stuff, right? Every year, announcement season, speculation season, they'll drop stuff like this, whether it's something like this, or a static video, or like, you know, Podcaster last year becoming static, or HHN 30 with the static, and then of course the runes last year as well. a lot of stuff that people like to decode, but a lot of the time it doesn't mean much, right? It never actually amounts to anything. So this might be what this might be as well, because sometimes things don't amount to anything else. Oh, we got some chat here. Hold on. I think that. Hold on. My stream likes to cut off some of your guys' chat real quick. Okay. I think that was the house. That was like the house where the icons were underground. The video. Are you referencing HHN30 with the Jack thing? Because that is obviously whenever we talk about anything underneath the park now after 30, that is what I think of. I think of the whole Trapped promo that we got with Jack being underneath Universal. And this very well might be what it's alluding to as well. So possibly. They might as well go with the Ghostbusters announcement now. It's been so heavily hinted by now. The announcement would just be formality. Yeah, and I feel like obviously HHN knows what people speculate. They know probably what properties are being speculated, and if they are true, I don't know. I can never grasp or predict the announcement schedule. Besides the fact that in these recent years we get the drop. But besides that, I don't know. I really don't. If it's retro Ghostbusters, I don't think that's a big announcement unless they're adding Frozen Empire mixed in. Yeah, and I've heard rumors of both, and I think that's... I don't know if these rumors are even grounded on anything, but I have heard the rumor of the first two Ghostbuster movies being this house or Frozen Empire as well. I still haven't seen Frozen Empire. So, I don't know. It's Ghostbusters, so I'm excited of whatever it is. So, I don't know what the true... Well, it's a rumor, so I can't really say I don't know what the true rumor is, but I don't know what the more accurate rumor is of it. So, yeah, I don't know. I want to hope for at least the last week of May. Yeah, I would hope for May. I would hope sooner the better, right? Obviously, I don't want the first... Well, we got in the first one, but stuff that it's actually telling the content of what is coming to HHN this year to be all the way in June, because I would love, a little more spaced out kind of stuff, but who knows? Who knows? They have some sort of schedule they're keeping up on, obviously. With dropping these two teasers, these were definitely scheduled. I mean, they're filmed, shot beforehand. All the stuff was pretty scheduled already, I'm sure. So, I mean, they know what they're doing, right? I just wish it was a little sooner rather than, But, the blue could be Garaka's Ice Beam. What is that from? Is that the new Ghostbusters? Because I haven't seen it. I need to catch up on that, especially if that is what comes to HHN with Frozen Empire. I gotta watch Frozen Empire. Sorry, I was reading one of the comments on the post on Twitter there. Constantly talking about doors. Well, people are strange. People are strange. That's from something. Isn't that a song? Is that what you're referencing? A song there? What is that from? People are strange. Na, 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 na. Yeah, that's a song. That's from something though. That's from a horror movie, but I don't know which one. Or it might be from several, honestly. Have they always done the cryptic stuff since the opening year? I want to say since opening, because they didn't really have a fan base back then. Obviously, Universal had fans, of course, but during like Fright Nights and stuff, that was them introducing this to people. So I feel like cryptic stuff wasn't there that year. Oh, yeah. Hello, Amber. Amber has joined. We're talking about cryptic things. But I feel like, Fright Nights, they didn't have that kind of stuff. Definitely, since the website, they had more cryptic stuff. Oh, well, Chris answered that question. Back when they had the interactive website, they did cryptic stuff and games. So much more back then. Yes. And a lot of that actually amounted to things. I heard me on your phone.
Sorry.
But yeah. Hello, Amber.
Hi.
How are you doing? You awake?
Barely.
Barely.
So I got this.
Red Bull at a crisp 10:30 a.m. My favorite scene in Ghostbusters 2 was the two brothers in court.
Yeah. Sorry.
What?
I was reading chat and Joey said, "Oh look, it was Amber behind the door."
Yeah, it was, guys. Didn't you know? Okay, it's a Doors song. It's a song from Lost Boys. Okay, okay. I don't know why my brain was going The Crow, but yes, it's from Lost Boys. Yes. Which, might be coming. Probably not. Anyways, Doors. We're talking about Doors right now.
Doors.
What do you think about Doors?
I think they open and they go places.
That is true, guys. Decoded. The door
Decoded.
opens and goes places.
You can open the door.
Anyways. But do we think this little door thing, if this is leading up to an announcement, is for a house? Do we think it's a house announcement? Because honestly, I don't think so. I don't know. It feels too specific and on brand for Universal specifically to be an IP that they're announcing here. If that makes any sense, right? Does that make sense?
I guess.
Like, for example, they're talking about how this is underneath Universal.
Right.
So I feel like, and it's like all this promo of this door and codes and all this other stuff. I feel like if it was an IP, the IP wouldn't let them do that.
Yeah, they're kind of really running with it. Because if you think about, like, the last time they did, like, little videos to announce IPs, it was, last year when they had the little video calls?
Yeah.
And those were, like, 2-second clips that they posted very specifically in a specific order. Like, they had to do it a very specific way. And this feels like they have a lot more freedom and they're just kind of running with it and having fun.
Yeah. You like Amber's morning voice too, guys?
Do I have morning voice? I know, I came in here and I was like, whoa, I haven't talked all morning until I came in here.
Oh, Chris said morning to you.
Good morning, Chris.
One opens, another closes. That is what doors do. That is what doors do.
Imagine they open this door, there's another closed one behind it.
I think the lantern is going to be Friday the 13th. You mean Friday the 13th?
Stop.
You think it's Friday the 13th? That'd be cool. But I know the licensing for Jason is terrible. My brain is working slower, so I'm having a hard time reading chat.
I was gonna say, I've never seen you struggle so bad to read chat.
Crows look like bats from a distance, such angle. They do look like bats, sometimes.
I feel like none of the chats are making sense to me right now because I wasn't here during your conversation before I came in, so I feel like these are answers to what you were talking about, and now I feel just really lost.
Has Jason ever had his own solo house? Yes. Back in 2007. I forgot what it was called. Chris, you know what it was called, probably. Sorry, she just coughed so loud in your mic.
I'm so sorry. I'm speaking for the first time today. It's tearing my throat apart.
Sometimes doors can contain stuff, like a closet holds collections. Oh, there's a code in there, guys. There's code. We gotta decode it. Okay, there's 2 capital E's and a capital F. EF. And there's an L and an A. EFLA. Then there's a D and an S.
EFLODS!
EFLODS. EFLODS. There's the code, guys. Chris just gave you the codes to the next house. It's House EFLODS. Right? Actually, no, that's the icon's name, guys. It's
EFLOD.
EFLODS.
EFLAD.
EFLAD. EFLADS. Anyways. But, so this is the first one. I want to talk about the second one, too. As you know, these morning live streams aren't long, so I'm not trying to prolong this live stream. I'm sure you guys got Mother's Day plans. But, let me go back here. Because the next one is an actual video. Oh, that's way too big. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. This is the video. Let me get this pulled up. Oh my gosh, if I can press the right thing.
You're
Oh
so
gosh.
so hard to say.
Alright, so this is the next one.
I don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna make this quick. I followed those sounds, and I think I'm below Universal. Now, if I saw what I think I saw, then no one's safe, and it's too late.
Okay. There it is.
Dun dun dun.
Acting is fantastic, guys. Sorry. But oh, what was I saying now? I forgot.
I don't know. You're trying to make jokes, buddy.
Okay, so this is the next not promo, teaser, I guess. Again, going with the underneath Universal thing. It really is giving 30. It really is. I don't think it's Jack. I really don't.
Mm-mm.
I think it's something else. I don't know what. But it's going off of that whole underneath Universal thing. So I think it's definitely leaning towards more icon stuff. Yeah.
That would be my assumption because, I mean, I don't see them going this in depth with their little things for an IP house or even to make an announcement about an original house.
Yeah, I definitely think this is more icon oriented. So maybe we're actually getting some icon promo this year.
Yeah.
Because I know last year they weren't technically allowed to market Oddfellow, which was crazy, but yes. I still remember the stream we did last year whenever they did that Scream Squad video, and I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
So I feel like this could be icon oriented. They could be actually announcing icon here. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Blair Witch House. Maybe. Again, I still don't think it's an IP though. He told you Chris could answer that. Friday the 13th, Camp Blood. There you go. That was the House of 2007. Not drunk for this stream. Well, I would hope not. It's 10 a.m. It is 10 a.m. You know what? You do you, though. Chris has too many questions and not enough answers.
Don't we all?
Yeah, that's where we're all at. Besides people who has insiders. I don't. I have, like, nobody. I mean, I know some stuff, I feel like, but not as much as some other people do. Maybe. But then again, insiders, like I've said before, are usually 95% lying. So. But yeah, I have too many questions about this stuff. The only thing I can try to make sense of is that it's something to do with, like, icons or something. Because it's so reminiscent of 30, and that was icon year. Very heavy icon year because it was anniversary year, but I don't know. But I feel like looking back at that door picture, talking about doors again, the theme of this year, that's the real icon, is the door.
Maybe the real icon is the doors we met along the way.
Anyways, going back to the door, that didn't look to me, I don't know. It doesn't look like what was the Trap promo. Two different aesthetics of, like, just scenery, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because the Trap promo felt like more of like a prison sewer kind of thing. This feels like just like a building.
Yeah. Well, honestly, this video, though, makes me feel very solid in us and our, like, speculating because... Sorry, the chat moved and my brain went away. Well, we don't need to do morning streams anymore.
No, I'm actually usually good with morning streams. It's just so much decoding in this one. My brain's
anyways,
like, ugh.
It made me feel pretty solid because when we, in our video before this came out, the second post, we talked about how it was kind of giving the vibe that this door was somewhere in the Universal backlots and, like, maybe this door was going to lead to that underneath area that we saw in Trapped or to somewhere similar. In that we kind of got the vibe that maybe it was a Universal worker and she found out the secret and she took this picture from around the corner, and then the next thing we get is this assumed Universal worker in this video. And she found out a secret, so I feel like we're on the right track with our speculation, but I don't know where to go from here.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely, like I was saying, I feel like it's icon. I don't feel like it's IP. I feel like either it's probably a new icon or something we've gotten before. Um, I know there's the Jack talking about that. I don't think it's Jack. I really don't. I feel like it's too early for Jack to come back.
Agreed.
I mean, they've done it before, obviously, but like, and I'm not against Jack, but I don't know, it's too early. And then obviously there's the talk about fear, and I know the whole lore is that fear comes every 20 years. But
But then again, that brings us back to that first post we got from Horror Nights regarding the speculation season, where it was like, I forget what exactly it said, but it basically said we don't have to follow the rules.
Yeah, where it said fear cannot be contained.
That part.
Talking about that, yeah. That is true. We did get that. So they could be just going off of the lore after this and just being like, it's our event, we can do what we want.
Yeah.
Adelia says Jack would be too soon. Yeah. What did she... I forgot you cut off over there.
What did she see? Who took the Polaroid photo? Where's Legendary Truth? That's the real question. Where's Legendary Truth?
We'll talk about Legendary Truth real quick, because me and Amber talked about this, but I was like, maybe we shouldn't put it in the video. But it made me want to talk about it more, because someone in the comments of the last video actually put it together too.
Really?
Like the same thing we said.
Really?
Yeah, and I feel like, again, take this with a grain of salt, because I feel like it's not plausible.
This was me literally sitting here reading the message out loud. I said something, it clicked in my brain that it sounded like something else, but then I was like, this is kind of unrealistic, but it'd be cool because it kind of makes sense if they were running with that.
But yeah, literally someone in the comments of it, it was like yesterday I got the comment, and I was like, that's exactly what me and Amber were saying. But you want to talk about it? Because you were the one that came up with it.
The 33
Yeah.
thing? Okay. So, obviously, there has been some speculation that we could end up with, like, old but returning, like, old but new kind of icon kind of thing. So, we were reading these messages, and obviously this is probably the most unrealistic speculation we could have, but it would be so cool and it kind of makes sense. But we were trying to figure out why there was 6 3s or 3 33s, and I sat here and I went 33, 33, 33, and then we were like, oh my god, that sounds like when you look in the mirror and say Bloody Mary 3 times. So we were like, maybe Bloody Mary could come back.
Yeah. And obviously Legendary Truth, we're talking about Boris and stuff too. Because obviously her whole story in HHN is with Boris. But that's why I'm like, it's probably not plausible, because anyways, they lost the licensing for Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary is this like big thing. And so I don't think it's too plausible, but that was pretty funny that someone in the comments thought that too.
And then we talked about how if you add all the 3s together, it adds up to the year that was Bloody Mary's year.
Yeah. Yeah, it was 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So maybe Bloody Mary comes. If Bloody Mary comes back, guys, you will get sick of me talking about it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm telling you right now, my dream would be Boris and Mary. But obviously, where are we going with that? But I had a whole argument with Kyle about, like, if they really wanted to bring Mary back, they could. They just can't call her Bloody Mary.
True, and they'd have to change a lot, I feel like.
Yeah. But if they really wanted to, they could.
True. Maybe. Speaking of the Polaroid, I forgot to pull that up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. There was a Polaroid of the door. This is just another picture of the door. But yeah, there's a Polaroid of the door out there as well that Horror Nights posted on their stories, I think, on Instagram.
Yeah, it was on the Instagram story. Which I thought was kind of weird, because why are we posting a picture of a Polaroid of the door, and why did the girl take the Polaroid?
Maybe.
Like, who took the Polaroid? Was it Boris?
She wants any chance for Boris, guys.
I would do anything for Boris.
The door is a legend. It's an icon. It is the moment. It is. It is the moment of this year. The icon is just going to be a door standing there. It's going to be like, hello, welcome in. And it's going to open.
You have to walk through a door to get into every Scares one.
God. I don't think it's IP either, but Ghostbusters 2 did revolve around slime under the streets. You have a point there. That is true. You got a point. Boris Schuster could be the icon. Maybe. Maybe the evil underneath is the bunch of children under the city and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, with the child catcher roaming the streets looking for them.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Forgot about it.
You got it decoded, John. That's exactly what it is. We've just been keeping it from you. We knew this entire time. It's dude's voice in the video. Eddie doesn't talk, does he? No. Well, yes, he does actually. He says, "I see you."
Honestly, my assumption with the video was just that it was a security guard or something.
Yeah, my assumption is it was a security guard. And we've had a few different promos with security guards. One is Ghostbusters, so maybe. But the other promo with the security guard is all the way back in 2010. Because it was the props department of Universal where the Fears Lantern was.
And he accidentally messed it up.
Yeah. But, that's looking probably way too deep into it.
Yeah.
They probably were just like, hey, have this guy say something.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the thing with Horror Nights is it's really fun to dig into the stuff they post, but frankly, I don't think they think as hard as we're trying to think about
They
it.
definitely don't. They definitely do not. Or like Bloody Mary is partnered with Lady Luck and you need to gamble to leave or they take your soul. That would be cool. That would be cool, minus the Lady Luck, because I don't like Lady Luck.
I knew you were about to say something about that.
Anytime anyone mentions Lady Luck in chat, I gotta be like, Lady Luck's terrible. If you bring her back, make her good. That's all I can say.
She just needed more time to shine, I think.
That's what I'm saying. Bring her back and make her good. Because, what was that? Anyways, I'm really hoping they... I don't know why I just read longing.
I'm longing for...
I'm really hoping they finally lean into the Horror Nights is real aspect, and we get a return of lore houses, like Hollowed Past or Horror Night Nightmares. True, that is where Horror Night Nightmares got their name. The little media outlet that drops suspect maps. Yeah, I agree. That would be cool. I mean, especially, they were leaning into that with the whole trap thing, and they still kind of are, with the Scream Squad stuff. Scream Squad. Sorry. But the whole Scream Squad stuff, they do kind of lean into that. Obviously, last year's promo, they walked inside of, Madame Bastille's place? And then it was Horror Nights stuff or whatever. So that is the true... I don't know for 31 if there was anything. Yeah, there was. Because 31 had that promo of them walking into the houses, and then you had the one where they were getting killed. Yeah. So that is true. And then obviously with the Jack one, him taking people that are alone and bringing them underneath the park. So they still essentially are kind of doing that, but it's not translating over into the actual event. It's more in the promos now.
Yeah.
Which is probably what this is as well. But I do think this is more leaning towards the icon thing rather than a house. So I feel like maybe if they do an announcement soon rather than maybe June, it will be icon. That's what I'm thinking.
All I know is that...
I might be wrong though. Don't listen to what I'm saying.
I'm just hoping they don't just leave us with this video for the next 3 months.
They might.
Because that is what's going to tick me off. Because we got a post one day, the next day got something, and now it's dead again. And I'm like, if you guys wait till the beginning of August to finally conclude this, I'm going to be real sad.
Now, of course, in 5 days, we do have the Horror Nights panel at Spooky Empire.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if anything's going to be announced there, though. Because I know last year they didn't announce anything. They just were talking about, creating set design. And it's a cool thing to go watch or whatever. But we won't be there.
No.
I wanted to, but just not possible right now. But, maybe next year if they do it again. But, yeah. So I don't think anything's going to be announced there. But if something is announced the day before,
They could talk about it there.
they could talk about it there. Because it's on May 17th is the Spooky Empire Horror Nights panel. And that's a Friday. Normally things come on Thursdays from Horror Nights. Could it happen? Maybe. Honestly, I don't know though. I don't know. It's a whole lot of speculation and more speculation. I'm going with an Occam's razor approach. Jack was under there last time. It's Jack coming back because he's pissed Oddfellow was there last year. That's not a bad thought, to be honest. It could be an excuse for them to bring Jack back.
Yeah. I mean, I don't put it past Horror Nights to bring Jack back more frequently, because there's been times where he kind of comes back real close together. From my perspective, I would appreciate something new, but also I love Jack and I would not be mad at it.
I'll take Jack back anytime. But I do think they might be saving Jack for 35. I do think that.
Because I think we're all kind of on the same page with assuming that they're probably setting up for an anniversary year to be Jack versus Oddfellow.
Mm-hmm. So it makes sense for Eddie to come this year, because then you can implement Eddie into 35. Or it could be Chance. You know, Chance could come back this year. You can implement her into 35. So it'd be cool having those. I know Eddie's the one that's really talked about right now.
Well, I think Eddie needs his moment to finally be like a fully fleshed icon.
But here's my question. Would we want a newer icon back? A new icon like Eddie or something? Or just something completely new? Or would we want a returning icon back?
I don't know if I'm in the less popular opinion here, but I think I would appreciate a new icon.
Yeah, I'm
think-
the opposite.
I think running with the Oddfellow thing
I'm breaking this.
that's fine. I'll go get another one on the way to work. But I think that last year with Oddfellow and having a new icon and a new experience and not really knowing what to expect was really, really cool. And I think there's a lot of opportunity to keep stemming off of that and create like this new group of icons for like a really fun year where we have like the old against the new or something. Like I just think there's a lot more they could work with if they go ahead and introduce new icons now.
I agree. But at the same time, I like the old icons.
Oh, I love the old icons, but I feel like there's only so much we can do with the same icons over and over. Like, eventually, they're gonna have to introduce more new people.
Yeah, no, I don't know. That is true. You got a point there. We're going back to my face. But you got a point there just for the simple fact that I do agree that new icons are probably the way that they're going to go. But I just am such a big fan of the older ones. And I feel like the older ones need more years. Because Jack's gotten many years.
Mm-hmm.
But some of these other icons have gotten their 1 year and they're done.
That's true. But then there's also, like, I feel like they could easily do, like, how they're setting up possibly for a Jack and Oddfellow year. If they create these new icons, then they actually have a reason to bring these older ones back. So, like, if they create, like, Oddfellow is, like, the opposite of Jack, then they create, like, Oddfellow's little helper and she's the opposite of Chance, and, like, so on and so forth. Eventually you can have all these years where they all match up and mesh together, and then all the new icons have a reason to be back. So you don't end up with another Lady Luck situation where you hate an icon so much because you feel like they didn't really have any purpose.
Mm-hmm. Pumpkin Lord. Sorry, what? Did I say that? My bad. Anyways. They'll only announce things for California. Not the Spooky Empires is specifically Florida's. Midsummer Scream is California. They've been doing the Spooky Empire one for 2 years now. They did last year, and now they're doing it again this year. So this is specifically Orlando's Horror Nights for Spooky Empire, because it's in Orlando. I would love Jack, but I feel like it's too soon. Eddie or Fear would be dope, or even Storyteller. Jack is overused, even though I adore him as an icon. Yeah, I mean, I feel you there. I definitely think he's gotten a lot more years than some other people. I definitely, if I want to choose anyone for this year, if I could have my perfect icon for this year, do Fear. Because Fear barely got anything. He got 1 year, 14 years ago.
See, I think if anyone was gonna come back, I agree that it should be Fear.
Yeah. And I know it's out of the lore for him to come back. I know this, but
Fear cannot be continued.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like he didn't get much. If that makes sense.
He just was kind of there, and you knew why he was there, but that was it.
For someone that in the lore is the reason Horror Nights is happening, we've seen him once. Yeah. Obviously, we've seen him again, like in anniversary stuff, but like he hasn't like hosted another year yet. But I mean, if not, I can wait till HHN 40, I guess. 7 years from now. I hate these massive dumps so much. You're not alone. You're not alone.
It kind of just ruins the
I
excitement.
feel like, yeah, it does ruin it. Yeah. Continue. Oh, sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're good. That's all I was saying, is it just ruins the excitement. You don't get the build-up of anything anymore. It's just all there, and then you don't get to look forward to anything else, because it's all been done.
Yeah, I feel like the general public agrees with you.
Definitely.
Obviously this is a Lady Luck / Pumpkin Lord.
You skipped a comment.
I did? Oh, I agree, Amber?
Yeah, we need to emphasize that Adeladia agrees.
With what?
My icon talk.
Oh, okay.
I'm just letting you know that I have smart statements.
Oh, yeah, I know. Anyway, this is the Lady Luck Pumpkin Lord Mash review. Just crack that in the mic.
ASMR, sorry.
No thoughts about that chat or anything?
No. I'm always down for a new experience.
Yeah, sure. Pumpkin Lord and Lady Luck, that's terrible. I agree 1000%. I want Fear the most. Fear should be bigger than he is. Yeah. I agree. I mean, obviously he got his props in 20, but like if he's still having all these icons in a lantern or whatever, bring him back.
Yeah. I also feel like they kind of kicked themselves in the butt by giving him the 20-year thing.
Yeah. But again, it's their event. They can change it.
Yeah. They could
can
literally be like, oh, our
"Ugh."
researchers read the paper wrong. He can actually come back every 2.
Yeah, they did this ritual and then he's back.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be anything crazy. So you're leaning into the Horror Nights is a facade for real evil. Fear would be perfect to have a reason to come back.
Yeah.
Agreed. If they're going down this path that they've been going down the past couple of years, and they have done in the past, yeah, that's a perfect way to implement Fear and implement Boris. Like, that's two people that are like, hey, this is real. Fear, Boris, because Boris investigates Horror Nights.
Yeah.
So, like...
That's literally, like, for the longest I've been talking about how we need a year with Boris investigating Horror Nights.
Mm-hmm.
Because it just makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Also, don't know why this is in my brain, but can we talk about, like, whatever happened to Madame Bastille? Like,
Don't know.
Where'd she go?
I don't know.
She said, I'm joining Oddfellows Caravan, and never heard from her again.
I guess she joined Oddfellows Caravan and they went to Neverland. I don't know.
Wrong park, buddy.
What is that? Oh, Peter Pan. I was like, what is Neverland? Narnia. There you go. That's no park. Right? Is Disney on Narnia?
Hogwarts.
That's at Universal now.
Yeah.
Trying to think of something that wasn't at Universal. Because obviously Oddfellows isn't in the Lantern.
Panem.
Yeah, they went to the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went to the Hunger Games to go wear dresses that light on fire.
I love that that's what you've gathered from watching the Hunger Games.
No. Hunger Games are good movies. But anyways. So yeah, that's our thoughts. Yeah, no more thoughts, head empty.
No more thoughts at empty. Joey said, as a writer, I always tell people no fictional character is dead as long as I can write this person enters the room and bring them back to life.
That is true. Like I said, they have complete control over what happens. So Fear could easily come back.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's what they're going with. Who knows? This, honestly, a lot of people are leaning toward new icon anyway. Because every year, this past couple of years, have been new icons. So a lot of people are leaning towards that. So maybe that's what it is. But us old heads of HHN want the older ones.
Yeah. Which, technically, if they brought Boris in as an icon, it would supplement what each side wants.
True. Or
Boris,
like Eddie or something.
Yeah. Boris, Eddie, characters like that, because they were never really an icon, so they technically would be a new icon, but they've been in the event before, so it still has that nostalgia.
You got a point. Boris investigating HHN would be so good. Yeah.
Agreed.
I agree. And hopefully that's what they're going to go with, because they've definitely been building up Boris more and more in these recent years with Case Files and obviously Tribute Store last year. Was there anything else with Boris? Or just those two? Yeah, I think it was just those two. So yeah, I definitely think they're building up to do something with Boris, and maybe this is the year they are doing something with Boris.
Yeah, because they have continuously dropped little hints over the past, like, since HHN 30 about Boris.
Yeah.
So, like, why are we doing that?
There's a reason. There's definitely something they're building up behind the scenes with Boris. Don't know what, but something. If Fear does come back and Boris is involved, what houses do you think would tie in if they don't do all originals?
I think, honestly, with our speculation map right now, even if they had Ghostbusters, that could tie in, because Boris could be also hunting alongside to figure out where these ghosts are coming from, how to capture them, blah, blah, blah. Okay?
You're saying
like,
Boris becomes a Ghostbuster?
Yeah, I mean, you could tie it into all that. Like, it's not hard to tie Boris into stuff. I'm just giving Universal the reasoning they need. That, like, Boris could go with anything. Like, even if we got Quiet Place, what's Boris gonna do? He's gonna figure out what these monsters in Quiet Place are. How to survive.
Yeah, true. But thinking about not just Boris, thinking about fear.
Oh, fear is easy. He created it all.
Thinking about fear is, if we're gonna have fear, the manifestation of literal fear is what he is. He's the ancient god of fear or whatever.
Mm.
Make houses scary as heck.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Like, if you're gonna have fear, make some scary... I can't say that word. Heck houses. As heck houses. I don't know, what's like a really scary property?
Terrifier.
You could do Terrifier. Yeah, it's more of a gory kind of thing. You could do Terrifier.
Saw.
You're just going down the gore path now.
Heck yeah.
I wouldn't say Saw is scary.
No, but
Saw's
doesn't...
more of like a thriller. But I'm saying if you're doing fear, make the houses scary.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are scared of gore, though. That's why, like, a lot of Horror Nights houses aren't super gory. Like, I know they kind of stray away from that.
I know, but I'm saying if you're having fear,
Bring
make
back
it
the gore.
scary, dude. Make scary scare zones. Make the originals terrifying. That'd be cool.
Yeah. No camp houses and fears here.
Yeah, no camp houses. That's what I'm saying. Don't make it campy.
I don't know. I love a good campy house.
But, you know, that's just me saying stuff. That's not
Yeah.
what would happen even if they brought back fear. They're still going to do their normal stuff.
Yeah.
He's just in the park.
Exactly.
That's it. That's all it is.
They can always find a way to tie literally anyone into what they already have planned.
Oh gosh, yeah, that one. Scary like you get to the house entrance and it's just the cue for Chucky Ultimate Kill Count. That screamed pretty loud.
Honestly.
Yeah, me too.
Soul would leave my body.
Yeah, just show me a picture of that house in general. And I'm like, oh yeah, there's fear.
Get me out of here.
I like how everyone in our community just doesn't like Chucky Ultimate Kill Count.
Yeah, because there are some defenders of it, and I'm like, yeah, I understand that, like, people put work into it, and great for them. Like, it wasn't, like, the worst thing to ever be created, but it definitely did not feel like a Horror Nights house.
No, I felt like just a little experience.
Yeah.
It felt like it could have been the Cabana Bay experience.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Honestly, the Cabana Bay experience was a little more fun than that.
Anyways, so do we think that these promos actually mean anything, or do we think this is just them throwing something out to keep their fans to shut up for a little bit?
If it was just that first post with just the picture of the door, I could think that they were just trying to keep us entertained.
You think so?
This second part, I feel like they are definitely leaning more into some kind of lore, whether it's for an icon, an IP, or whatever. I think they're leaning more into something for serious.
Yeah. Well, here's to hoping they stop teasing and confirm something. Yeah. And that's what we'll end it on. Because that is the great statement right there.
Yes.
Let's hope they stop teasing. We've gotten the teasing out of the way. Now it's time to drop an announcement. Whether it's Icon, Frequent Fear, or an IP, original, whatever it might be. I think it's time. It's time to drop something. Right? That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Is that how you feel?
Yeah.
That's how we feel.
That's how I feel.
But anyways, thank you guys for hanging out today. It is... streamed for a good little while there. But yeah. Thanks for hanging out today. Like I've always said, the morning live streams aren't very long. But I definitely wanted to talk about this little stuff, get you guys' opinions on it, and you guys have given me some great opinions. Thank you for your opinions. But besides that, yeah, we're gonna go and do things. It is Mother's Day, so everyone enjoy your Mother's Day.
Yes.
Go watch Psycho. Go watch Friday the 13th. Perfect Mother's Day movies.
Yes.
To really get you in the holiday spirit. And we will sit here patiently and stare at this screen until Horror Nights drop something. Alright. No, for real though. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. And besides that, we will see you guys in the fog. And we will see you in the morgue. Thank you for hanging out with us. Bye-bye.